Hello and welcome to this Fusion video tutorial. In today's tutorial I'm going to be showing how one can make a custom unit using editable parts in the Fusion catalog and how to save that unit to be available in other designs. With the Fusion QM catalog selected, I'm going to type in my search bar T carcass and enter the carcass in with the dimensions of a length of 600, keep the depth at 600, and I'm going to make the height to 300 just for this example. And I'm just going to set my default styles to a quick color wood grain oak. I'm going to say OK. And now I'm going to go into my elevation view. In elevation, I can start searching for my different editable objects. For this unit, I'm going to create a pot drawer, maybe 2 drawers above that, and then another 2 doors. So to start off, I'm going to type in pot drawer. As you can see, the graphic image shows me just a single drawer, and I type in the dimensions that I need my drawer to be. 560 depth is fine, and I'm going to change that height to 360. And all I need to do now is to drag and drop it onto the design. And you'll see that the light blue lights appear, meaning that this object is now snapped to the front of the carcass. If I want to, I can change any of my default styles, and I'm going to leave it as standard for now. And you can see there I've got the pot drawer with the arch. Now above that I'm just going to have 2 normal drawers and change my width to 600 and my height to 180, and I can just drag this into the design. Now you will see by default it just snaps to the bottom of the unit. To be able to move this drawer up above the pot drawer, I just need to hold down Control on my keyboard, and it will allow me to then snap it to the top of the drawer, and I can do the same for the third drawer. Next I'm going to add an F door, which is a floor door. The reason I'm using a floor door is if we take a look at where the handle is positioned, and I'm going to give that a dimension of 600 and keep the height at 720. Hold down my Control key, but as you can notice that I forgot to change the actual width to 600 instead of 500. All I have to do is go to my information tab and change that to 600. And my final door is going to be a wall door with the handle that will be positioned around about there. So I just type in W door, type in my 600, can tab down to the height field, select my measuring tape, I'll measure to the top there. By default the length of 860, which was that height, will go to the length column. So I just need to change that back to 600, tab twice, change the height to 860, and I can drag and drop, hold down my Control key, and place the unit where I need it to go. If I right click and take a look at my perspective view, you'll see that all the doors have been placed in their correct position, and there we have our custom unit. Now, in order to add this unit, save this unit so that it can be added into other designs, what I will do is just draw my lasso marquee around the entire, all objects that I've added. Right click in this bottom left hand corner and say position cursor. The reason I'm positioning my cursor there is because when I save this unit, it will use this point as a start point for adding to another design. To save this, I go to my file menu, select save unit group, I give it a name. I can just call this T1P 2DR2D, and we can give it a description of tool unit 1 pot drawer, 2 drawers, 2 doors. Click OK. Now I'm going to right click and attach my cursor to the carcass, go back to my display add palette button, and with where we have the walls we can just use this pull down menu, and we'll see an option for group units. We select that, and if we take a look we can see that we have our unit that we added, a T1P 2DR2D. I just click on that unit and I say add. Gives me 2 options. I'm going to click OK, and there we can see that the unit has been added to the design, and in elevation it's exactly the same. Now this hasn't made this a unique unit, these are still editable parts, so if I right click on the units I can go select wall door, click information, change it to right, and I'd have to do the same for the base door, change it to right, and in perspective we can see that unit has been added as in the other, as we saved it. Now this unit, as I said, can be used inside other designs. It is there to be utilized. You've saved the grouped unit and you will be able to use it from here on forward. Hope that this tutorial has been informative and helpful. Until next time, goodbye.